Like all the others before it, it is a celebration of our right to set our uniquely American course. The past several years have been trying at times for many, many Americans, and also for the nations of the free world that we humbly strive to lead. In November, Americans chose again to steer this nation towards greatness, the secure, safe, and prosperous future that our founders envisioned for all of us. And today, we celebrate not only their decision to do so, but also the simple right and wisdom of a free people to make their own choice so that their nation might endure. And now, allow me to welcome Archbishop Timothy Dolan and Reverend Franklin Graham, who will deliver our invocation. Please rise.
I wonder who they're going to invoke.
Be still and know that I am God, supreme among the nations, supreme on the earth. Let us pray. Remembering General George Washington on his knees at Valley Forge, recalling Abraham Lincoln at his second inaugural, with malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right. Remembering General George Patton's instructions to his soldiers as they began the Battle of the Bulge 8 decades ago. Pray. Pray when fighting. Pray alone. Pray with others. Pray by night. Pray by day. Observing the birthday of the Reverend Martin Luther King, who warned, without God, our efforts turn to ashes. We, blessed citizens of this one nation under God, humbled by our claim that in God we trust, gather indeed this inauguration day to pray. God, for our President Donald J. Trump, his family, his advisors, his cabinet, his aspirations, his vice president, justice with integrity. For the Lord's blessings upon Joseph Biden, for our men and women in uniform, for each other whose hopes are stoked this new year, this inauguration day. We cannot err in relying upon that prayer from the Bible, upon which our president will soon place his hand and oath, as we make our own the supplications of King Solomon for wisdom as he began his governance. God of our fathers, in your wisdom you set man to govern your creatures, to govern in holiness and justice, to render justice with integrity. Give our leader wisdom, for he is your servant, aware of his own weakness and brevity of life. If wisdom which comes not from you be not with him, he shall be held in no esteem. Send wisdom from heavens that she may be with him, that he may know your designs. Please, God, bless America. Please, mend her every flaw. You are the God in whom we trust, who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen.
Mr. President, the last 4 years, there are times I'm sure you thought it was pretty dark. But look what God has done. We praise him and give him glory. Let us pray. Our Father and our God, thou hast said, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. As the prophet Daniel prayed, blessed be the name of God forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. He changes the times and the seasons. He removes kings. He raises up kings. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those who have understanding. Our Father, today, as President Donald J. Trump takes the oath of office once again, we come to say thank you, O Lord our God. Father, when Donald Trump's enemies thought he was down and out, you and you alone saved his life and raised him up with strength and power by your mighty hand. We pray for President Trump that you'll watch over, protect, guide, direct him. Give him your wisdom from your throne on high. We ask that you would bless him and that our nation would be blessed through him. We also ask that you would bless and protect Melania as First Lady. We thank you for the beauty, the warmth, and grace that she shows not only to this nation, but to the whole world. We thank you for Vice President-elect J.D. Vance and his wife Usha and their young family. May he be a strength to President Trump, to stand beside him, to hold up his arms like Aaron held up the arms of Moses in the midst of battle. The prophet Samuel reminded the people, it was you that brought them up from the land of Egypt. And he said, now stand still, that I may reason with you before the Lord. So, Father, we take this moment to stand still, to remember the great things that you have done for this nation. Thank you for the protection, the bounty, the freedoms that we so enjoy. We remember to keep our eyes fixed on you, and may our hearts be inclined to your voice. We know that America can never be great again if we turn our backs on you. We ask for your help, and we pray all of this in the name of the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, your Son, my Savior, and our Redeemer, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Associate Justice Kavanaugh to administer the Vice Presidential Oath of Office.
To the same.
And allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge.
The duties of the office.
The duties of the office.
On which I am about to enter.
On which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
Please welcome Chief Justice Roberts to administer the Presidential Oath of Office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do
is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the 45th and the 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
All right, y'all, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, baby.
During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end. And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, crisis at home, while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad. It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions that have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people. Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly. And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane, a horrible betrayal, and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over. Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competence. That is why each day under our administration of American patriots, we will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength. We will move with purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day. Thank you. National unity is now returning to America, and confidence and pride is soaring like never before. In everything we do, my administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country, we will not forget our Constitution, and we will not forget our God. Can't do that. Today, I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices. The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill. America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it. We will bring prices down, fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal, and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers. In other words, you'll be able to buy the car of your choice. We will build automobiles in America again at a rate that nobody could have dreamt possible just a few years ago. And thank you to the auto workers of our nation for your inspiring vote of confidence. We did tremendously with their vote. I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens. For this purpose, we are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before to restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency. After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America. Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents, something I know something about. We will not allow that to happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. And we are going to bring law and order back to our cities. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. This week, I will reinstate any service members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full back pay. And I will sign an order to stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments while on duty. It's going to end immediately. Our armed forces will be freed to focus on their sole mission, defeating America's enemies. Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military of the world. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. I'm pleased to say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs. President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made, and Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form, and that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars. Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation, and right now our nation is more ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken. I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. We are going to win like never before. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to bring it back and make it great again, greater than ever before. We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, performing America the Beautiful, please welcome the Armed Forces Chorus and Carrie Underwood.
Well, oh man, he didn't say Bitcoin, guys. And it looks like Bitcoin's taking a tad bit of a tumble. Looks like we didn't pump. Looks like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're about to get absolutely wrecked. It looks like, man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no. Oh. Oh, Trump! He let me down, baby. He let me down. We're coming down to the 6-1 ETH, aka the 886 here. Oh, this is the worst day of my life. Oh no! My hopes and dreams, guys, smashed to smithereens. My hopes and dreams smashed to smithereens. Let's check out Market Cipher B real quick here. Let's check it out. Check out good old Market Cipher B. How's Market Cipher B looking? Let's go to the 5-minute. How's she looking here? Well, honestly, she's not looking the best. All right. This is the make it or break it zone right here, guys. This is the make it or break it zone, the 886 fib. Come on, 886 fib. Come on, 886 Fibonacci. What are we doing here? We need some music. Hang on. We need some music. Give me 1 second. Let me get some music on. If we're gonna get wrecked, we need the wreck music. Let's see. Man. This is so intense, guys. Let me know what I should do. There we go. We got some music in the house, baby. Let's lower it down a little bit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're about to get wrecked. Yeah, yeah, oh no, oh no, oh no, yeah, yeah, oh no, here we go, Donald J. Trump, about to get elected, inauguration, then we get reflected, cause the price pumps up, but then we dump down. I was smiling, but now I gotta frown. The Bitcoin price, we're about to get wrecked, about to figure out what she's about to do next. We got a big purple candle after orange wax, we pumped it back up, but now we got the flicks because we're looking sad and we're feeling bad, looking like a rad, cause we tried to be trad, but now we're acting like we're trash, cause we came back into the pump, then the dump. Next thing I know, the price is pumping, then we start to slump as we slide to the downside. Got the water slide, let her ride, 886. Next thing you know, we die. Got the trade negative 100.4. The Bitcoin price about to smash through the door. Oh my goodness, about to get wrecked. Bitcoin price, baby, what the heck? I can't believe we're coming down here up to my neck. About to get stopped out, can't believe it, getting wrecked. Oh my goodness, we got the spinach coming in. The Bitcoin price, eat the breakfast in the den. A little orange candle looking like a sin. Next thing I know, we're bouncing like the tin of the cookies coming out. Here we go with the bounce. The Bitcoin looking like a cat looking at a mouse. Next thing we're on the couch. Next thing we start to pounce. Can you believe we're looking like a clown? But we're coming back, then we get it in with the spin. Bitcoin price looking like she wants to win. Got the little orange candle pumping up. Can't even get a candle. Got the coffee in the cup with the stop loss. About to lose 1,800. Bitcoin price looking like a plundred. Cause we come to the toilet bowl, get the hole, flush it down the drain. Then the next thing we're in the hole, in the red, $700 in the next thing you know, let me hear ya holla in the. Then we're about to come back, let me spell it when ya don't know what I'm saying with the column. And you got the collar shirt, you know we got the dirt. Don't short the bottom, you're about to get hurt. Come to XOMEXO, what we got, bullish CBD, I don't know. All I know, I gotta take a pee because I drank the water right before the stream. Now I gotta go, what do I mean? Got the full bladder, Bitcoin on the ladder. Hopefully we pump up and then we don't splatter, cause we got the orange candle. I hope the Donald Trump coming out. All we wanna see is Bitcoin pump. Don't wanna drop, don't wanna see it hit the spot. We only wanna bounce, we wanna hit the top. We had 20 million shorts open at the low. We said we are going to pump, look out the flow. We added to the long trade, the next thing you know we get wrecked at the bottom. Then support resistance flows and we got the orange candles coming back up. Got my friend George coffee in the cup. Come on, let's pump it now, baby. Can we get a little pump? Can we get a little bit of a pump? Let's see. Come on, Bitcoin. This is our last hope. This is literally our last hope. Come on, Bitcoin. Oh, come on, Bitcoin. Here we go. This is our last hope, baby. Yeah. Last hope, last hope. Last hope, last hope. They said Jay was a dope. Yeah, but this is our last hope. They said Casper was a dope, but we got an orange candle. It's our last hope. They said, Jay Casper was a dope. Now we got an orange candle, and it's our last hope. Yeah, they said that I was a dope, but we got a Trump candle, and now it's our hope. Check it. Yo, they said I was a dope. Jay Casper, he don't shower, he don't even use the soap. Then he climbs to the ceiling and you know he got a rope. Jason Casper, the man is such a dope. But you forget that today Donald Trump got inaugurated. And we got the orange candles about to pump up like the coffee in my veins and the caffeine in the cup. Drink it down, spin it round when we're driving through the town. Can you even hear the sound? Ka-ching, we're making rounds. Cause we got the profits locking it in. Bitcoin got the crypto, the Bitcoin spin with the Casper in the flow. Then the candles turning orange. Going to the diner, gotta eat a bowl of porridge. Coming through the door and I rip it off the door hinge when I'm chilling with my best friend. His good name is George. Then candles turning purple, then they about to turn blue. The Bitcoin price about to show you what she is about to do. Next thing you know, I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Bitcoin price about to fly like what you do. About to pull the Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. Then we see the resistance is the spot from the high to the low. Let me get it in, the Jason Casper show. Then we start to spin. Hey, look at the trend line, it's looking so fine. Like a key lime pie, girl, I wanna make you mine. Wanna take you out, we could drink some nice wine. Go to Olive Garden, eat the pasta, it's looking fine. Speaking of the pasta, don't you know Jason is a Rasta, now hear me flow. Got the Jamaican accent coming in really bad. It's the worst Jamaican accent that your boy ever had. But I don't even care as I freestyle on the web. Now my Jamaican accent sounds German instead. Yeah, we got to get the pump like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It has enough. Shout out to Donald Trump with the blonde hair. Reminds me of Germans in the underwear. Reminds me of Austrians with the flair. Arnold Schwarzenegger, but the biceps about to go the flare, yeah. Now we're coming back here, 20 million shorts at the low. How do you know? The JC Casper Pro. Sit back and welcome to my nice crypto trading show. Got the orange candle of hope down below. Yeah, they said Jay was a dope. Now we got the orange candle full of hope. Donald Trump. They said that Jason was a dope. Now we got the orange candle and it's pumping full of hope. Cause we gave the setup in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord and the pants. We also gave the other setup in advance. Don't you know? You follow us, you be making cash, baby. Yeah, shout out to the Casper Crew. JasonCasperTrading.com, what it do? Click the link to join the best trading crew. Give you the setups, then we take you to school. We got the free course up in there, what do you know? Breathing oxygen in the air, now listen to me flow. Also gotta give a major shout out to BLOFIN. 10% cash back to the crypto spin, yeah. $1,000 future bonus. Look at all the prizes you could win because you know you own this. Like a watch or a chair or a camera, even a bag of cash. You know you wanna hammer it in with the nail. Hopefully we don't gotta bail. Bitcoin pumping up like a crypto whale. Jason Casper and we're chilling in the house and we're looking over here for the Bitcoin bounce. Yeah. Don't you know we got a couch with the mouse? Looking at the pounds, gotta go around and slouch. Cause you know I always stand up with the bad posture. The Bitcoin price, about to eat the pasta. Next thing you know, I'm not even a Rasta. Just a white boy and you know I pump it faster. Cause the Bitcoin price about to pump up. Don't you know I love to drink the coffee, caffeine in the cup. Got it in my veins, going so insane in the membrane. Jason Casper's such a dope, does he have a chain? Does he even go outside eating from a tray? Don't you know we're always coming to just take the trades? Yeah, now the orange candle's going up, back in the green, cause I'm a trading machine. Don't you know what I mean? Jason Casper's so clean, got the freestyle bars coming out so clean. Yeah, now the beat goes again. Bitcoin, hanging out with all her good friends. Driving around town in my fresh Mercedes Benz. And I'm hanging out with all my good friends and their name is Ben. Hey Jason, my name is Ben. Hey Ben, you're my best friend. Hey Jay, I love you too. Don't you know? Hey Ben, welcome to the Jason Casper Crypto Show. Oh my goodness. I think we might pump it, baby. I think we're pumping it right now. Let's see. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of a pump after this Trump debacle. Man, oh man, the 886 coming in on clutch, baby. The 886 coming in on clutch, baby. Shout out to our super chats. Man, you guys, ship it to all clapping hands. Thank you guys for the super chats, man. I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Silly people think Trump wants to buy Bitcoin expensive, says the Top 5 podcast. That's true. Come on, orange candles. Come on, orange candles.
Crystal made that hit,
yeah.
Boy.
Come on, orange candles. Bitcoin get a handle, I said, yeah. Come on, orange candle. 15-minute Bitcoin get a handle. Yeah. Come on, orange candle. We got the 15-minute Bitcoin get a handle. I said, yeah. Come on, orange candles. Yeah. It was another day coming to the charts, taking trades. Go outside feeling like I'm in bondage in chains. Because I'm so hungry, no, I be eating from trays. Every single day, I never do it other ways. Give it to you straight, you know I never give it gay. Jason Casper, we come here not to play. We only come here to sit back and take the trades. Coming to the treadmill just to get paid. Don't you know, computer screen going mean. Jason Casper like a trading machine. We give the long set up well in advance. Then I come to the chart, got the ants in my pants, got the fire ants biting in the butthole. Bitcoin price about to go, now hear me flow. Don't you know Jason Casper is a rapper machine, the best rapper in the crypto space, you know what I mean. Am I a rapper or a raptor like the dinosaur? The Bitcoin price bumping, but who's keeping the score? Don't you know we lock it in the profit? Can you spot it? Go to the history of 5,000, lock it. Now we all in the green, 1800 if you know what I mean. Coming to the 6-1 ETH looking mean. You know she will reject us, light in the spleen, kick us in the guts, then we're in the huts. Coming back down, they said, Jason, you are nuts, cause you're always trading Bitcoin, so annoying. Hopefully you don't get knocked out, but doing from the bounce. You got the rubber butt, your backside looking like the bounce from the slide. You come back up to the top, turn it around. The Bitcoin price about to come back into the ground. Don't you know I am smiling and not frown? Don't you know my face is not looking so ground? Cause I took the dirt, wiped it off my face. Jason Casper was not looking like a nice disgrace when they rubbed my face in the mud. They said, hey Jason, Bitcoin FUD, China banning Trump, not saying Bitcoin, you know what I mean. But now we're pumping back up, the trades in the green. Trades in the green, you know they're never in the red. Jason Casper chilling, got the juicy bars in his head. Hopefully the trades are alive and not dead. Hopefully we take the butter, spread it on the bread, the peanut butter jelly, time you rub it on the bread. Got the Smuckers, got the peanut butter, wipe it off instead, then you lick it off. Got the jelly going on your belly. The Bitcoin price about to go Benelli bananas. Got the fruits on the counter. The Bitcoin price about to pump, can you found her? Yeah, like the founder stout, you know, the beer, the alcohol about to take your mind away. You're drinking every day, just give it up and come to the charts to trade. You know, we never play, you know we never do it gay. You know we only give it to you straight and eat from trays, cause we're so hungry, the price is making money. We're coming to the golden pocket, it ain't even funny. And I don't even know if y'all could spot it. About to get a pump right to the golden pocket, then we come down to the 786. Look at her lips, she's back to her tricks. Oh my goodness, Trump just banned the TGB, LGBT, EVD, ABD, EDG. All right. Man, guys, it's a crazy day. Got to give a major shout out to all our super chats, all right? First of all, major shout out to Charles, who's shilling Tima. Guys, Charles thinks Tima's at a good price to buy. Shout out to the Tops 5 podcast. Silly people think Trump wants to buy Bitcoin expensive. I think Trump already got Bitcoin, alright? Shiba Dog, clapping. Thank you so much, Inu Sense. Gotta give a major shout out to Tayfun for my friend Fane, a big wild whale. Cool, thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Eno Sense, pair character cheerfully blowing a party horn. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. All right, we're starting to get a little bit of a pump. Maybe we can redeem ourselves here. Maybe we could redeem ourselves here. All right. Oh, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, let's see. Can we get a little bit of a pump here? Should we get a little bit of a pump here? Let's check out Market Cipher B, all right? Let's go to Market Cipher here. We got a little bit of a bull div here on the 5 second. We even had a little bit of a bull div here down here. You know, the 5 second don't lie. Money flow momentum coming up. Let's go to the 1 to 2 minute here. We had some bull div on the 2 minute down here. Come on, we just got to reclaim the VWAP, guys. If we reclaim this VWAP, it's looking good, because look what happened down here, all right? We had right here, oh my goodness. We had 56 million shorts open up in this one candle. 56 million shorts, guys, open up in one candle here. We had another 10 million shorts. So we got like 60 million shorts opening up here. If we reclaim this VWAP, man, we are just going to go to squeeze city on these short trades. I'm really hoping, come on, Bitcoin, come on, Bitcoin. I'm really hoping for it, man. I'm really hoping for it. Hope we get that nice V-shaped recovery. What do you guys think? Let's take a poll here. Let's take a quick little poll. Let's take a look at Trump coin too. Okay, Trump coin breaking down, but kind of getting a little bit of a pump. We got some bull divs on Trump as well. Ripple retesting $3 to the nanocent. This could be a nice low. This could be a nice low. Bitcoin, what do you know? We got a nice low. Pump song. Squeeze City, I hope so. 112K by tomorrow, I hope so. That's what my next take profit is, 112K. Let's see. What did I do? Did I do the poll wrong? Pump or dump, yes or no? crap. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Pump or dump. Sorry about the poll. Let's start the poll. All right, here we go, baby. Come on, Bitcoin. Don't do it to us now. Don't dump on us now, Bitcoin. Don't dump on us now, Bitcoin. This is bad, guys. We're making lower highs and lower lows. All right, we're making lower highs and lower lows. Let's remove everything here. We just got to stay focused. Stay focused. We hit the POC of the range, 618, 97K. Oh, yeah. I mean, 97K, that's... I'm pretty sure... Yeah, crap. I just showed the long position. Yeah, that's where I'm looking for my next long, honestly. That's where I'm looking for my next long. So let's see what happens there. All right. 97K. Shout out to watch and listen. Yeah, 97K is not only the POC, my friend, but 97K is also the Fibonacci Golden Pocket. So its next major confluence is going to be, yeah, the POC and the Golden Pocket. And if we lose that, then probably around 91.5 at the historic lows of the range. If we lose that, then man, not looking so great. Oh my goodness, we're getting a dump down now. Crap. Oh crap. Oh crap! I shouldn't have added to the trade, man. Alright, shout out to Preparing for War. He says, let the pump begin. Come on, Preparing. Let's do it. Where's Joe Potter in the house? Long and strong, baby. Please check the Trump status. Alright, here's Trump. Trump trying to get a pump back into the triangle, baby. Come on, Trump. Come on, DT. Here we go, Donald Trump coin. DTC, baby. Donald Trump coin, baby. Come on, Bitcoin. Everyone take a breath. Shout out to Felix H in the house. Shout out to Fire Lions. Please pump, please. All right, MagMax is long. Pump the market. All right, let's check out. Thanks to God, you're on low leverage. Man, I'm on 20x, baby. 20x. Let's check out some other assets here. Let's check out the dollar. Dollar getting a move up. So if dollar gets a CDW here, we might see everything pump. If dollar can't reclaim 109,400. Let's check out the S&P. S&P got a dump now, also starting to get a bit of a recovery here. This is the 1 hour. Let's go to the 5 minute on the S&P. Oof. Man, you know, we got that pump up, we got that pump down. Now we're trying to recover. Come on, Bitcoin, come on. Let's check out the poll. Looks like most people say pump from here. Shout out to Fibonacci. Yeah, Fibonacci. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. Come on. Dusty Hunt says, Trump just banned crypto in the USA. Oh my goodness, can you believe that? I'm at a short from 99.5. What? No, you're not, bro. Come on, man. You're joking with me, right? You sure the exact bottom? Come on. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. Okay, so here's... Look, I just want to be real. I'm going to keep it real, okay? The truth is, guys, if we start to close daily candles below 108.3, it does start to look pretty bad. All right, again, I'm not trying to be bearish or anything. I'm not trying to be fuddy or anything, but look, this is simply a sideways range. We took the bottom of the sideways range. Okay, we took the bottom of the sideways range, right? Long setup given in advance in the Casper crew. That's not the setup. That's not the setup either. This is the setup given in advance. 89,909. All right. Now we come to the top of the range. All right. We've come to the top of the range. We could see the reverse happen. All right. Also, market Cipher B will have, if we print the red dot in the daily, another drive of bear div here. All right. So again, I'm not trying to be fuddy, but there is a real chance, as we talked about at the beginning of the stream, of us continuing to trade in this range. All right. So the next two major supports that we have are going to be these. I would say I would draw a box right here. We have the golden pocket. This is going to be key support. And then we have ourselves the 786 and the historic support right at these lows. These have been support throughout the entirety of the range. All right. These are going to be our two major zones of support here. If we don't hold at one of these two zones, then that does open the door to the dang supports that we've had literally since November, which is 85K, 77.5, and then the low 70s. Again, I'm not trying to be fuddy, but we're taking it level to level. If we get another confirmed bear div here, that's not a good look for Bitcoin. We really want to see the candle close above 108.290. We want to see the candle close above 108.290. Come on, Bitcoin, come on. Because right now, nothing's confirmed yet. Nothing is confirmed yet. But it's not a good look if we can't close that candle. It's really not a good look. Okay? So, if we can't close the candle, bullish scenario is we bounce from this area and break out. Bearish scenario is we actually lose this and break down. Okay? Now, the reason I'm talking about this isn't to be scary or to spread FUD, but it's just so we can be prepared, because this is how you gotta be prepared for trades, all right? The only way we were able to get this long trade and lock in a juicy $5,000 profit is because we were prepared for it in advance. The only reason we were able to enter this trade and lock in a juicy $5,000 profit is because we were ready for it in advance. Okay? Yesterday, we were able to capitalize on a short trade because we were ready for it in advance, right? Wasn't bearish yesterday, but this short trade that I took yesterday, right here, $2,600 profit, this is a trade that we gave yesterday in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. And look at that. What do you know? Why? Because we were ready in advance, okay? This long trade you see right here, ready in advance. This is why you need to be ready for those levels. It's not to spread FUD. I'm a trader. So as traders, we're prepared for the levels that come, right? That way, when they come, we're not flopping and groping. We know what to do. We can take advantage of the situation. So if this trade gets stopped out here, I'm going to close the trade with about a $3,000 profit here because my stop loss looks like it's going to take about $1,800 off this position, which is already locked in. 5,400. So we'll close it with a little bit more than 3,000 profit. I'll be happy with that. Hopefully this trade doesn't get stopped out, but if it gets stopped out, we'll close it with about a $4,000 profit. So worst case scenario right now, $7,000 profit plus another $2,500 from yesterday's short. So, you know, we're making the money even if we get stopped out of these positions. But the reason why I'm still holding these trades is because I still think there's a chance we could get a bounce from here. Come on, orange candles, we need to see a pump. Come on, orange candles, we need to see a pump, baby, need to see a pump, baby, need to see a pump, baby, need to see a pump. It's all about JD Vance, ants in the pants. Shout out to Eric, always got to stay prepared. Shout out to the Dusty Hunt. Hopefully he signs an X order for crypto soon. Talking about Trump, you want him to ban crypto? What's that indicator? Market Cipher B, I think. Is this the most volatile day I've seen? No. It doesn't even compare to the day FTX went down. It doesn't compare to the day Elon Musk tweeted about Bitcoin back in 2020 or 2021. Yeah, we've seen way more volatile days than this. I was hoping we'd see a lot more volatility than this, to be honest with you. I was really hoping we would see a lot more volatility than this. What's my opinion if Trump coin is going to zero? He F the people. If Trump coin goes to zero, I don't know. Look, it's a meme coin. I don't know. I don't think it's going to go to zero. That would look really bad for his image, honestly. So I don't think he's going to let it go to zero. But look, guys, all politicians are not on your side. I'm sorry to say it. All politicians. I don't care if they're not traditional politicians and the media hates them and you think they're just a businessman who's here to save America. All politicians. You cannot get into the White House unless you are against the people. I'm just going to be straight up, all right? So, nothing would surprise me, but I really don't think he's going to dump Trump coin, okay? Chopper time, baby. Put on the live stream, baby. The FTX dump was brutal. Yeah, that was an epic short and an epic long trade. All right, come on, Bitcoin. We need some serious action right now. Let's check out how Trump coin's doing. Oof, getting another move to the downside here. Breaking down from the triangular. Breaking down from the triangular. That's pretty crazy. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. Ethereum's been disappointing. Look, Ethereum's gonna come. It's gonna have its day. All these coins are gonna have their day, guys. All these coins are gonna have their day. All right. Look at Ripple. I know people hate when I call it Ripple. Look at this. I honestly think this could be really nice. Having retested $3 to the nanocent like that. Let's check out Sol real quick. Man, I do have to say, Sol. Look at Sol right now. Sol got the bounce right from the level, right from the setup that we gave for free, baby. Where is it? Is this it? No, that's not it. Where is it? This is it. All right, this is the setup we gave for Sol, guys. We were ready and waiting for the back test of the trend line with the 618, and that's exactly where we bounced from. So now that we've gotten a higher high on Sol, I'd say major support right now is going to be between 195 and 215. We get a little bit of a back test here. We could see 372, 435, and 512, honestly. And even if this is a local top, because I'll be honest with you, if we start to confirm some of these daily bear divs here, money flow and momentum, it could lead to a major pullback throughout all the crypto markets. I personally believe the pullback is going to be the last bullish opportunity for crypto for the bull market. All right, if, let's say, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but let's just say, for example, just like how we took the low here and we got a liquidity grab and then we made a new high, but we just did a liquidity grab and we closed this with bear divs. If we do come back down to back test this major support resistance flip here, okay, this is going to be the most bullish opportunity of 2025. This is going to be the last opportunity really to long Bitcoin until I'd say 2026, man. Because if we have one last pump the bull market and we come up to 120, 140, this is the last major opportunity to long Bitcoin at major support. And then around the summertime, we hit that high, and then that's the top. And then we got to wait until the fall, winter of 2026 when we bottom out to really start to get back into crypto. So if we do confirm bear divs here and we do lose the range to the downside, we know what levels to look for. The most juicy support is down here. I know a lot of people say it could never happen, it could never happen, it could never, whatever. My point is, if it happens, this is a major opportunity, all right? A major opportunity. But right now, we don't have to worry about that because right now, we're on the 5-minute chart hoping that these dang purple candles turn back to orange, all right? Did Jason say Trump would not dump his coin? I said that I find it highly unlikely he would dump his own coin. I would find that highly unlikely that he would do that because that would ruin his repertoire with the people right now. I guess he already won, so he could do whatever he wants. Maybe he will. I don't know. Maybe he will. I don't know. But I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I mean, it might dump, but I don't think it's going to stay dumped is what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to go to zero. I think it is most likely that maybe we get a big pullback, but eventually we end up making another high again at some point around the summertime. When we have alt season, Trump coin's going to pump. But, I mean, what just happened the last few days, guys? Obviously, we do need to have a pullback from that for it to be healthy. We need to have something, some kind of consolidation or something for it to be healthy. We can't just expect that to go up only, you know? All right, Bitcoin, we're getting some orange. We're eating our porridge. We're getting some orange, we're eating our porridge. How far away is my guitar and amp from me right now? About maybe like 15 feet. But I haven't played it in quite some time. I've got a beautiful Les Paul. I haven't opened it since the last time I opened it on stream, actually. And I have a Line 6 Spider amp that I haven't touched since like November 2022. Man, there's no all season. Some people say there's no all season. What about CBD? Let's check out the CBD. So honestly, to me, this looks kind of bullish in the sense that we're seeing bullish CBD forming here. Like we're seeing lots of shorts opening up, and it looks like the price is being held here. It really looks like price is being held here. The CBD to me is bullish. Shorts opening up. Like I said, we had 56 million shorts open up in this candle. Most of these guys are underwater. The point of control of that candle. 10 million shorts opened up at 102.760, and we're currently at 103. So we have millions of shorts right now underwater. We're forming some bullish CBD. Looks like we could get a pump. Looks like we could get a move back up to 109 and take that high. That would be best. What day is today? Tuesday? No, it's Monday. It's Monday. Let's see what happens here. How often do I go on stream? Well, typically I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sometimes Sunday. Never Friday, never Saturday. But I'm not going to be streaming as frequently in the coming weeks. How do you get the CBD chart? You can go... Shout out to Jay-Z, God bless you. Shout out to Splashfire Films. Yeah, so you could go to... I have right here, this is Exo Charts. There's also Atas, A-T-A-S, which is a free software. And there's also Coinalyze, which is also free. Coinalyze is also free. Can I change the music? Yeah, I guess I could. I guess I could. This is the dump before the pump, says Benjamin. That's cool. I'm always a big fan of pumps. I'm always a big fan of dumps and pumps. You got a Marshall and a full rack rig with a Crown amp. That's what's up, man. Am I going to stream Grand Theft Auto 6 live when it drops? Absolutely not. Why am I not streaming as much? You know, just need a little break, man. Why, look at ETH, it's looking weak. Yeah, I mean, look, ETH is looking weak, but we got to be in this for the long game, alright? We got to be in ETH for the long game. Alright, this is still my long game plan here. Okay, we tapped into my zone. Right from the golden pocket. Well, we front ran the golden pocket. So, again, bull market's going to continue. I believe it will. This, to me, is the last major opportunity for ETH of the bull market. You know, come down between the golden pocket, 786 zone, the bottom trend line here. And then we look for the breakout of the upper trend line up to my target, 8,500. 8,500 for Ethereum, baby. Money flow coming in on the low time frames. Let's check it. Let's check it. Is it? Looks like it's coming out to me. Looks a little outy. We got some bull divs on the 12-minute though. A bottom is coming soon. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another dump. I'm gonna be looking for longs, man. I'm gonna be looking for longs. But yeah. What a crazy day. Much less eventful than I thought, but nonetheless, still a crazy day. Much less eventful than I thought, but nonetheless, still a crazy day. He's gonna speech again? Really? Donald Trump's about to speech again? Is this true? Guys, let me know. Let me know in the chat if Donald Trump is gonna speak again. Trump is going to talk again. Okay, let's see if we can find this. Oh, wow. All right, Trump's going to speak again, guys. Sit back, relax, and this is going to be the pump, baby. Sit back, relax, and this is going to be the Donald pump. Let's get it on here.
To President Trump's triumphant return to the White House. Right now, already this morning, you can feel it around the country. We certainly felt it here in the city. America is coming together and roaring back again, and it begins today, as the President just told us. I know we'd all rather be gathered together on the National Mall with hundreds of thousands of our closest friends, but our disappointment is well overcome with our excitement for the future that we feel today. We have the chance to make the next 4 years the most consequential period in our nation's history. And as Speaker of the House, it is my great pleasure, my great honor, to introduce to you the man who will lead us to this new golden age, the decisive winner of the Electoral College and the popular vote, the 45th and the 47th, and the greatest president of our lifetimes, Donald J. Trump.
Here he is, guys.
Well, thank you all so much for being here. And was that a hell of a speech or what? That was, man. That was a good way to start it off. You know, I didn't know exactly what the president would put in that speech, and I hoped to myself that he wasn't going to hold back, and sir, you didn't hold back. That was a hell of a way to start the next 4 years. But I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I know I speak for the president and for all of us, thank you, thank you, thank you for making this possible. We love you. We wouldn't be here without you, and we're going to make America great again together for the next 4 years. And the last thing I'll say is, you know, having stood outside for about 5 minutes to wave goodbye to the Bidens, thank God we moved that thing indoors, because it was a beautiful ceremony and it was cold as hell outside. So, sir, the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
No, he's right. I said, oh, look at this beautiful sunny day. We blew it. And then I went outside and we were freezing. You would have been very unhappy. The sun was very deceptive, I will tell you. It is cold out. And I'm sort of saying, you know, that was so beautiful today. Maybe they should do it there every 4 years. Does that make sense? I don't know. Because, you know, the outdoor thing is really good, but it gets a little cold around this time of the year, as some people have noticed. And a lot of times they suffer through it. There was no suffering in that room. It was 72 degrees. It was perfect with the best acoustics I think I've ever heard in a room. This is not so bad either. But I just want to say, you're a younger, far more beautiful audience that I just spoke to. And I want to keep it off the record. I want to keep that off the record. Because I don't want to have all those big shots up there. I don't want to think you're more powerful than them, you look better than them, and I love you. Now, we just had a great time. We just had a great day. This was amazing. You know, when you think we took a journey, I mentioned in the speech, a lot of people said that was not a journey that was possible, and it was indeed possible. I didn't really know too much about what they were saying when they said that, but a lot of people felt it, and we hooked up with J.D. very early. I watched J.D. over a period of time. I endorsed him in Ohio. He was a great senator, and very, very smart. The only one smarter than him was his wife. That was I would have chosen her, but somehow the line of succession didn't work that way, right? But now she's great, and he's great. This is a great, beautiful couple, and unbelievable career. I just said to him, you are very upwardly mobile, because he hasn't been doing it that long, but he picked it up so quickly. Remember, the first week was a little bit like the fake news was hitting him really hard, and I said, ooh, this may be tough, but after that, it was smooth sailing for him. He took on everybody. He took on the meanest. I don't want to use the word corrupt because we're into a new system, so let's wait till the corruption begins, because it will. But he took on some pretty mean people, and he handled it well. I want to also congratulate Mike Johnson for the job that he's doing. See, we gave him a majority of almost nothing, and then I said, to make it tougher on him, let me take 2 or 3 of the people, right? I said, he'll only have to suffer with that for about 3 months. How are they doing, by the way? Are they? Is that moving along?
Totally unified.
I said, do you mind if I take this one, that one, and a couple of others? He didn't mind. He can handle it. No, he's a man that's liked by everybody. I've never met a man like this. You've got how many is it, 219 or 220 or something? 220. And of the 220, 219 really like him. I noticed he got 1 negative vote once about 2 weeks ago. But I think even 220 like him, if you want to know the truth. And that's very unusual. I know a lot of nice guys in Congress, and they have 35 people that hate him. So if you have 35 people that hate you and you only have 1 or 2 or 3 votes, you'll have 5, I think. But that's going to be like, you know, the good news is when we get to that 5 number, it's going to feel like a massive majority. You could be really nasty to a couple of them at least, you know? So it's going to feel like hitting your head on the wall and stopping. It feels so good to stop. But he's done a fantastic job. And Steve Scalise he's our hero because, you know, I was with him. You talk about being shot. I was with him. He got some bad ones, and his incredible wife, and she really loves him. You know, you never know about that. I've been with other people. They were doing poorly, and the wife is like looking at her watch. She can't get out of the hospital fast enough. How's he doing? Oh, I don't know. He's all right. That woman was a mess. She was crying and crying. No, they're going to take him. They're going to take him. I told Steve when he finally woke up, it was a while too. The doctor told me it was the most blood they've ever transfused in any patient. They've never done anything like it. And here he is, the picture of strength, right? And he's been a great friend of mine, right? With a family, because of a family. And what a job you did. It worked out pretty much better than we even thought, right? And I did have a couple of things, to say that were extremely controversial. And between J.D. and Melania and anybody else that heard, please, sir, it's such a beautiful, unifying speech. Please, sir, don't say these things. I said, I'm telling you, it's going to play great. They say, you're right. For this group of people, it's going to play great. You're the only ones I hurt by not, but we had some beauties, didn't we, Melania? She said, sir, calls me sir when she's angry. No, I'm only kidding. I better say I'm only kidding, or the press is going to pick that one up loud and clear. No, but she said, no, I think it would be terrible. It's such a nice speech. I think it's, it all depends on your delivery. How was the delivery? Was it good? But she said it's such a beautiful speech. You can't put things in there that you were going to put in. And I was going to talk about the J6 hostages, but you'll be happy because, it's action, not words that count. And you're going to see a lot of action on the J6 hostages. See a lot of action. And I was going to talk about the things that Joe did today with the pardons of people that were very, very guilty of very bad crimes, like the Unselect Committee of Political Thugs, where they literally, what they did is they destroyed and deleted all of the information, all of the hearings, practically not a thing left. They deleted all the information on Nancy Pelosi having turned down the offer of 10,000 soldiers. You wouldn't have needed 10,000. You could have had 500, and it would have stopped. Because we may have had 1 million people that day, the people that were there. You don't see any photographs, but we have a lot of great photos. But you don't see those photographs. They don't put them in. They show the people at the Capitol. But I was talking about that. I was going to talk about that. They said, please don't bring that up right now. You can bring it up tomorrow. I said, how about now in front of I'll bring it up right now. This little time delay is good because we're getting great reviews on the speech. Now watch. They'll take the speech and say, I didn't like it because he left there and he's talked to people. But we're giving you a little more information than we gave upstairs. But no, they pardoned a lot of people. They pardoned, before we even get to today, they pardoned, 33 murderers, absolute murderers, the worst murderers. When you get the death sentence in the United States, you have to be bad, because they don't give it much. And he pardoned almost everybody having a death sentence. And if you went through the crimes that were committed, you wouldn't even believe them. The level of violence, the people that were killed, the innocence of people that were killed, and children killed by these people. And he pardoned them for whatever reason. He spared them, but they didn't spare the people that they killed. And who knows what happens in the future. It's one of the worst because a lot of times they let them out early after that. They say you're going to be in for life, but then all of a sudden they get let out for good behavior, and then they go on a rampage. It's one of those little things, right? But I was going to talk about that. But I was really going to talk about the level of, what's going on. Why are we doing this? Why are we trying to help a guy like Milley? Why are we doing Milley? He was pardoned. What he said, terrible what he said. Why are we helping some of the people? Why are we helping Liz Cheney? Liz Cheney is a disaster. She's a crying lunatic and crying crying Adam Kinzinger. He's a super crying. I never saw the guy not crying. He's always crying. I looked at him. I remember years ago he was actually on my side. And then one day, you know, when you don't want to kill people in wars, they turn against you. Liz Cheney hated the concept of not going to war with everybody. Let's kill everybody. Let's spend a lot of money on military equipment, you know, where her father works, right? And but what she did was incredible. Think of it. They destroyed and deleted all of that information that went on for almost 2 years against Trump. And the reason they did, because it was all false, like the person that said, I tried to strangle a Secret Service agent. That's one of the toughest human beings I think I've ever seen. I actually had a friend saying, please don't change that, sir. You are the coolest sucker in history. Remember, she said, I put my hands around his neck because he wouldn't go to the Capitol. Made up fiction. And I was rebuffed. And the guy on the right is a massive weightlifter. Probably stronger than me. Do you think he's stronger than me, honey? You know who I'm talking about. Possibly stronger than me. Slightly younger than me, like, I won't say how many years because I don't want to talk about that, but a lot of years. But I had a friend that said, why are you disputing that story? That's the coolest story I've ever heard. That I would attack a karate champion, get slightly rebuffed, and then throw my arms around a guy with a neck about this big. Even though there are bars, you know, there are bars, you can't really do that anyway. So I wanted to talk about that. But all of that stuff got deleted. And the reason it got deleted is they were all caught in lies. You know, Secret Service testified, and they said it didn't happen. Actually, the two guys were very embarrassed. They're suffering because their friends are saying, did Trump really do that to you? But they gained a whole new respect for me. But it was just make-believe stuff, and there were a lot of make-believe stories made up. So rather than suffer the wrath, like the story with Nancy Pelosi, I offered her 10,000 soldiers. She knows it. She admitted it on tape that her daughter made. She's a videographer or whatever you call her, which I'm glad she is. Oh, she can't be in good stead with Nancy. But Nancy said it was my responsibility as she's leaving the Capitol. She said it was, and it was. She's in charge of security at the Capitol. But I offered them up to 10,000 soldiers, even more. One time I said more, as many as you need. But you needed 400 or 500. If 4 or 5, you 10,000, that would be more than the number of people there by lot. But we offered her 10,000. Think of it, 10,000 soldiers. In other words, J6 wouldn't be J6. There would have been no J6. But she rebuffed them. She didn't like it. No, she didn't like it. Maybe she wanted that to happen. But she's guilty as hell. And now we would have to go through the process because they destroyed all evidence. They deleted everything. There's virtually nothing left. The other fake story and so many other fake stories. And many people came out on our side. And those people now, we've got to find them. There's nothing left. So that's a criminal offense. If that were a civil case, it would be a criminal offense. If that happened civilly where you did that, it would be a criminal offense. So I decided I'm not going to make this speech complicated. I'm going to make it beautiful. I'm going to make it a unifying speech. And then when they said we have a group of people that are serious Trump fans, I said, this is the time to tell those stories. He knows. So anyway, but seriously, I'd like to, I think it was a tremendous success. I think we're very lucky we put it inside because it is really cold. We just went to the helicopter out of respect. It's something that's taken place for a long time. I guess it's as old as helicopters. You used to get into a stagecoach, now you get into a helicopter. Times change. But it's pretty old custom. And it's a beautiful custom, actually. It's a beautiful custom. I wish we could have had a better relationship. I wish we could have had a better relationship between Republicans and Democrats. I was with Senator Schumer. I said, Chuck, I think it's time we all start getting along a little bit because it doesn't make sense. I mean, we literally never get a Democrat vote. They never get a Republican vote, almost. And although there is a bill coming up very shortly that we have a lot of Democrat votes, right? That's going to be a very beautiful bill. We're going to have a deciding, I would say, within a week or so, I think. And it's going to be a very good bill. You all know what I'm talking about. So I just want to thank you all for being here. You have been our fans from day one. All these people all over. You've been our fans. This has been there's never been anything like it. There's never been anything like it. This has been a movement like no movement ever in history for probably any country, let alone this country. You know, if somebody's running for president, and if they go out and they announce they're going to Arizona, they're going to Nevada, they're going to someplace, if you have 200 or 300 people, that would be standard. Ronald Reagan would go out. I mean, outside of the last couple of days where people get a little excited, but even then you have a couple of thousand people. But if you're going to go someplace, any place, any one of the swing states, any one of the other states, I mean, how about the non-swing states? We won Alabama by 48 points. We won Tennessee by massive numbers. Wyoming, we won by numbers that are, nobody's ever seen numbers like that. And, you know, places like California, we did great, but when they send out like 38 million ballots, and nobody knows where the hell they're sending them, and then they come pouring back, the whole thing. You know, they passed a law in California that if you work in an election bureau, and if you so much as ask for a voter ID, if you say, sir, ma'am, could I please look at your voter ID? They have the right to put you in jail. You're a criminal. Can you believe that? There's only one reason that happens. They want to cheat. So they had it where voter ID wasn't accepted. But now if you even ask for it, this is seriously a bill that was just signed, passed in their legislature, and it was signed. And I think when we get things cleaned up and we get back to a little bit of normalcy, I'm going to ask the Speaker to really get involved, because I think we would have won the state of California, because, you know, if you look at my numbers with Hispanic, we're at 56%, and we won the Texas border that had never been won. As the governor said, he's doing a good job, the governor, by the way, of Texas, but as the governor said, it hasn't. Oh, did I get lucky? Did I get lucky? Supposing I said, you know, he's not here, but the governor of Texas has done a terrible job. Wow, look at you. You mean we couldn't get you up in the front row? I tell you. Supposing I said, JD, the governor of Texas, he's not doing his job. You heard what I said. See, I didn't know you were there. I said he's doing a great job. He's doing a phenomenal job. But now you're going to have a partner that's going to work with you, because you didn't have, not only didn't he have a partner, he had people selling the wall, right? We have a fence structure that we worked on, the governor worked on with me. And I didn't love it, to be honest with you. I wanted a nice precast concrete, you know, 40, 50 feet high, like a beautiful, could have been a T-shape, Y-shape. I love construction. I wanted that sucker to go up maybe 50, 60 feet. It would have looked beautiful, a nice Y shape. And they said, the problem is, sir, they climbed that like a rabbit. I said, what do you mean? No way. And they brought some of these guys out. They climbed it like... And the other thing is you hit it with acid and the thing will disintegrate. You know, they have things for concrete. So they needed very hardened steel, very special steel. And then they needed 7,000-pound concrete inside that steel, inside that steel. And then they have a rebar that's the toughest steel made. Very hard to cut. So this is why very little is cut. I mean, it's right. And then they put a anti-climb panel on top. I hated it. I said, it's so unattractive. And I said, why would that work? I don't believe it works. And I went to watch. The Border Patrol gave a display. We had actually two sets of climbers. The guys that climb up walls with drugs on their back, I mean, they got like 60, 70 pounds of drug, and they go as fast as you can walk. They go bip, bip, bip. Or we have Mount Everest-type climbers. And honestly, the drug guys were much better. I couldn't believe it. The drug guys blew them away, right? But it's true, the anti-climb panel, they couldn't get around it. They just couldn't. You didn't have it. So sometimes you sacrifice beauty for efficiency. And we did. So we built this wall, and we built over 500 miles of wall. That's why we had such good numbers. The famous chart
that came down very thankfully. The chart that came down on my right, Governor, had I not looked over there, I'm not speaking right now. You might be speaking here. You want to know the truth? You, JD, have got a lot of great people in this party, but I got very lucky, but we had the best numbers we've ever had. But I bought, you know what happens is when you fill it up, it's like water. You fill it up. Now we have 571 miles of wall. And they would always say, you know, when we renovated a wall, so there'd be like a piece of plywood sitting there for 60 years, or a 2x4 sitting for 60 years on the ground and rotting. Because, you know, and they'll say, you didn't build a new wall. Here we're building 50 feet up in the air, and 30 feet sections, 50-foot sections, all steel, all concrete, all everything. And all, by the way, they don't even want me to say this, but...
All right, someone wanted me to say something, so I'm saying something. I'm trying to listen, you know, for it to say Bitcoin.
So they can easily wire for all the different types of equipment. And if there's a doubt, we have to wire. Whenever we just look, you just find the wires all over the place up top, so we could just hook it up. We don't have to have wires on the outside, which wouldn't do too well, right? So anyway, so we built an extra 200 miles of wall, and the governor wanted to buy it. He tried to buy it, and they wouldn't sell it to him. He wanted to put it up himself. Could have been done in 3 to 4 weeks, 200 more miles, because when you do it now, they just keep going further out, further out, further out, getting around. So we did an extra 200 miles, and it was all bought, and they announced that they're not going to put it up. And that's when I realized they wanted open borders, and that's when I realized that people are going to come pouring through the wall like nobody's ever seen before, but you've seen it. A lot of you are here because of that. I made it my number one issue. They all said inflation was the number one issue. I said I disagree. I think people coming into our country from prisons and from mental institutions is a bigger issue for the people that I know. And I made it my number one. I talked about inflation too, but you know, how many times can you say that an apple has doubled in cost? I'd say it, and I'd hit it hard, but then I go back to the fact that we don't want criminals coming into our country. We don't want the jails of every country in the world virtually being deposited into the United States. And that man had to suffer with it. And he did an unbelievable job. I'll tell you, he was a very popular governor, but now he's like an unbeatable governor because of your border policies. He was fantastic. And he really was. So. Governor Abbott he's a great man, great leader. And but it did make him very more. Did you do it? You didn't do that for politics. You did it because you wanted to do the right thing. But I'll tell you, it sure as hell worked for politics too. It's self-preservation, that's right. But no, because the people are demanding it. The people of Texas are demanding it. The people are demanding it all over. So anyway, so we built it, and they wouldn't let us use it. They wouldn't let the governor use it. And other governors, they wouldn't let him use it. But he was the leader of the pack. And heard about a month ago that not only wouldn't they let it, like 6 years ago, and it was just sitting on the ground, and that does not do well for the whole thing, but it was just sitting on the ground, and I heard about it, and I called the governor, and I called a lot of people, your attorney general, and here's the story. They were going to buy it, and these are great business people. They were going to buy it for 5 cents on the dollar or less, and they were calling us up, we'll sell it to you for 200 cents on the dollar. In other words, it will cost, maybe we'll sell it to you for 20 cents, 30 cents, but not 200 cents. So they were going to buy something for 5 cents, and they were going to sell it to us for a fortune. They were going to make it would be, they'd have it down that in Fortune magazine, they'd put it of the deal of the year, okay? You buy something like that. But it was so corrupt and so horrible. And when we told that to the administration, they didn't care. They just kept going forward. They couldn't care less. And they kept going forward. They knew that they were trying to sell it back to us. They would have sold it back to us. You would have ended up buying it. You would have paid probably 50, 60 cents. Who knows? But they were going to use it for scrap metal, but then they made a much better deal. They could just buy it and sell it to us for 15, 20 times what they paid. 20 times, think of it, like 20 times what they paid. And we wouldn't let it happen. And the governor with his attorney general, Ken Paxton, they made a fantastic, they're a good lawyer. He's pushed around pretty good by people, right? I said, you got a great attorney general. They should leave him alone. He was with me. But Ken and the governor went to court, and a judge actually became incensed and actually called for an investigation. How could a thing like this happen? So he stopped it. So we're waiting to put that wall up. And now that you have a new president, that wall will go up so fast. The governor will complain, sir. This is Greg Abbott, sir. Please, the wall is going up too fast. Please don't do that. You know the story about winning. No, we're going to win too much. We're winning too much. Please, stop. People always love that one. We'll do this with the wall. Governor Abbott calls, sir, the wall is going up too fast. We can't take it. We just can't take it. No, I think you'll be very happy if the wall goes up too fast, right? But we'll get that done, and we'll work with you on that. But it was a great decision by a great Texas judge, right? And it was beautiful to watch. He stopped them right in their track. I mean, they were literally loading this stuff onto trucks. It was terrible. Honestly, it was terrible. And he wouldn't take it. So I'm so glad I mentioned that they have a really good governor in Texas. And I swear, I didn't know he was here. I swear to you, it sounds like a setup. I didn't know you would end. Did I get lucky? I said the right thing. Because there have been moments when I wasn't so happy with him, you know? But not too many, I can tell you that. So anyway, it's good to see you too, Governor. Great. But I just want to thank everybody. You've been incredible. I recognize so many of you. It's so crazy. But this has been a long journey. This was a journey that started in 2015, probably started 20 years before that. People used to say, you're going to run for president? You're going to run? And I always said, no, I don't want. And then one day I said, let's give it a shot. And what I talked about then was the border, too. I think it probably was the number one issue for me. Back in 2015, 2016, I talked about the border. And now I talked about the border, but this border is much worse. We fixed the border. It was totally fixed. There was nothing to talk about. 2020, by the way, that election was totally rigged, but that's okay. It was a rigged election. You know the only thing good about it? It showed how bad they are, showed how incompetent, and frankly, historically, this is a much bigger event. If that would have gone like it should have. The bad thing about it is some bad things happen, like a lot of people in our country that wouldn't be in our country right now. So, you know, that's the bad part. But I will say that it started in 2015, and right from the beginning, we went to the top. Day one, they announced Trump, and Trump went to number one and stayed there for the whole primary. And then we took on Hillary. She didn't look too happy today. We took on Hillary. A very nice person, but we took on Hillary and we defeated Hillary, and then we did much better the second time in 2020. You know, we got millions more votes. We got millions, like 10, 12 million more votes than we did the first time. No president has ever gotten that many more votes. I got like 9 million more than anybody else had ever gotten, and they said we lost. And because of that, I said to Melania, what do you think? And she said, you want to do this again? And had we lost, and had I thought we lost, I wouldn't do it again, because that's like the ultimate poll, right? But I knew how well we did, and this time we made it too big to rig. It was so big. They tried like hell in the butt. They tried to do it, and around 9:02 they gave up. Last time they did bad things, but this time they just said, yes. You know, I don't know if you saw Mr. Speaker in Washington. They had placards. They were all set to march. They thought it'd be closer. A gentleman asked me, a very respected gentleman asked me yesterday, how come the polls were so wrong? They showed you winning, but not in a landslide. I said, because people that are true Trumpers are so angry at the whole polling system and at the writers, the fake news, that they don't want to talk to anybody. So when you call somebody from Trump, who are you voting for? They say, it's none of your business. I'm not telling you. And that was probably 40% of the people they called. So they would discard that one, and they didn't show that. And then when the election happened, the vote came, and it was much different, much higher than we're going to win, but they really thought, they couldn't believe the one man said, it was so much higher. We won all 7 swing states. We won the popular vote by millions of votes, which is hard for a Republican. I'll tell you who came through. The unions came through. The auto workers were great. The Teamsters were great. The firemen were great. I think almost every union was great. The only one that weren't great, although Sean was great, and the Teamsters, Sean O'Brien, the head of the Teamsters, was fantastic. But generally speaking, the head of the union was against Trump, but the union would be with us for like 85%. Look what we did with the auto workers in Michigan. Look what we did with the Teamsters. The Teamsters were unbelievable. They were a solid Democrat vote, and they voted for Trump. So we had a great experience. Now we have to go to work and get it done, because we have to do something that's going to be great. We're going to turn our country around, and we're going to turn it around fast. And I think this was a better speech than the one I made upstairs, okay? I think this was better, JD. I think this was much better, and I got to see my friend. So, Governor, take care of yourself. You call me, we'll start working. You know what that means with him? He's going to be calling me tomorrow morning at about 6. And I said, how about next week? You call me, and we're going to get it started real fast. We'll really help you a lot. You've done a fantastic job protecting something which it's not supposed to be for the states. And amazing job you've done. Thank you very much. And I want to thank everybody. And I have a First Lady who's been incredible. She's been incredible. I shouldn't say this. I'm going to get hell when I say this, but her feet are absolutely aching. Those heels. And we thought we were leaving. We were going home. Sir, would you be able to go down and say hello to some of your other fans that are here? I said, oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Did you get to see pretty clearly the picture, I hope? Good. That's good. But because you wouldn't want to make the same speech again, right? But she said, darling, I love you so much, but my feet are killing me. I said, honey, let me just see how far it is. I asked the person. Oh, not that long, maybe 400 or 500 yards. That's 5 football fields. I said, can you make it? She said, we're going to make it no matter what. We're going to make it because we have to get, right? Right? And then we went out to the helicopter, though, just prior to this, and said goodbye. And it's a custom, and the wind is blowing like crazy. And with the hat that she's wearing, she almost blew away. We almost lost off her. She was being elevated off the ground. She almost blew away. No. So we all appreciate it, because she's been a great First Lady. A beautiful and a great First Lady. And they love our First Lady. JD, whenever I make a speech, I see hundreds of times, we love our First Lady. And they do. And they should. She's great. So I just want to thank you. Thank you very much. I just want to thank everybody. And I felt that, I said to JD, should we give him the A treatment, the B treatment, the C, the D, or the F? You know what the F is? Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye. I gave you the A+ treatment. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Governor. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, you heard it from the man himself. And look, we've got a few orange candles pumping up. He gave us the A treatment, baby. All right, he gave us the A treatment. And we're struggling to break out of this flag, man. So here's the deal. All right, here's the deal. Yeah, the deal is this, guys. Pretty much, if the daily candle is going to close below the white line, that's not looking the best. But as long as we can hold above the golden pocket at 97, that's still looking pretty good for Bitcoin. This would be a nice higher low, a nice rounded bottom for the breakout. But we start to confirm a red dot on the daily, that's really not looking the best. I'll be honest with you. So far, my reaction to this, not the volatility I was expecting, to be honest with you. So far, this is kind of like a dead cat bounce. You know, we got some 12-minute bull divs here. It's not looking very strong. One thing that is looking strong, though, is the fact that we do have millions of shorts trapped at the lows here. So this is telling us either we're going to squeeze these shorts like crazy, or these shorts know something we don't, and eventually those shorts are going to be in control. So very, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. You know, we make another lower low, and I would assume we probably go for 97K, or basically anywhere between the 786 and the 88. Sorry, the 618 and the 786 fib. So I will be looking for longs if in the event of a drop, absolutely. But so far, I don't know how I feel right now about this current long. I just don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it, guys. The pump will come later. I hope so, preparing for war. I hope so. You know, so he didn't say Bitcoin. He didn't say Bitcoin. But, you know, we'll have to see what happens here. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. Pump will start during the signing order. I hope so. That would be epic. That would be epic. That would be epic. Alright, y'all. Well, we've been live for 3 hours. I'm going to head out. God bless everybody in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And, what day is today? Monday? I think I should be live tomorrow as well, and we'll take a look at the aftermath of all this. God bless you guys, and I'll see you later. Peace!